everyone, I'm Arika Shantilly and welcome back to my channel. Today is a very impromptu video. I haven't planned this. I just got back from the store and thought I would film this. So if you are seeing this, it means my experiment paid off. And if you don't, well, if you wouldn't know if you're not seeing it. So anyways, let's just go ahead and dive in. So basically, I wanted to be Ray for Trick or Treat this year. Remington, my brother, is going to be Kylo Ren. Now, costumes for Ray are hard to find because they're either sold out or they're super expensive, and I just couldn't bring myself to spend like 50 bucks on a costume. So I went to Kmart and I bought some stuff. So I'm just going to show you what I bought, and I'm going to try to make a costume with it. Okay, the first thing I picked up was this Jaclyn Smith, and it's a curtain. It's a room darkening panel pair, 63-inch in length. There are 2 panels included, and it's like a room darkening curtain. They did have sheer curtains, but I thought that material would be too hard to work with. And basically, I'm going to take the curtain and I'm going to make the sash that she kind of wears that's kind of crisscrossed around her body and hangs down. I'm just going to cut this up and use that. I'm probably going to have to like cinch it somehow or tack it together in some fashion. So this is what I'm going to use. I think this will work really well because it's like this taupe color. It's kind of like an earthy vibe to it, so which is very kind of Ray's character. She's very earthy and scavenger-like. The next thing I had found was these pants, and they got like a drawstring top, and they are very slouchy and baggy, and they are like capris. I was going to use leggings, but her pants kind of have a bagginess to them, so I think these being baggy up towards the top is going to be perfect. And this is the brand Basic Editions. Like I said, I just got this from Kroger, and it was $2.99 on clearance. Oh, and the curtains were $9.99, so $10 for the curtains, $3 for the pants. I had lots of trouble finding a top to wear, so I got this one, and it was like 10 bucks, I think. Let's see. $9.98, so basically $10. And it is from the Jaclyn Smith collection, and it is a size small. It's a very nice slouchy kind of material, and it has this like net detailing around the top, which I thought kind of looked like futuristic scavenger, so I think that'll work. Now, Ray has a V cut in her shirt, but I don't think I'm going to do that to this shirt because I think I would actually wear this shirt. So I'm going to try to like salvage it and not damage it too bad. So I'm not going to cut the V, even though she does have a V cut in hers. I then picked up this Smart Sense Self-Grip 3-inch self-adhering athletic tape / bandage. And this is 70 inches long, so I think I'm just going to cut it in half, so it'd be 35 inches per piece to wrap around my arm, because she does have that bandage look to her arms. So I'm just going to use this ace bandage is what I call it, but it obviously has like 10 words to describe what it is, but anyhow, that's just what I'm going to use for my arms. Oh, and the bandage was like $6, I think. The last thing I picked up was these boots. Ray does have these kind of Ugg boot looking shoes. I had a pair of black shoes like that, but I cannot find them. And then the only other pair of black boots that are smaller like that were heeled boots. Ray obviously is not wearing heels, so I picked these up, and these were on sale for 20 bucks from Kmart. And it's the brand Attention. And these are actually really comfortable and wedges, so I foresee myself using these in the future, like besides for the costume. And these are in a size 7, so I wasn't too sad about having to spend 20 bucks on shoes. But they're not... Her shoes have buttons, and they're like a knit looking material. They actually look like they're charcoal gray and not even black. So my shoes are going to be off a bit, but I think that's going to be okay. And I didn't think about it until I got home, but I should have just asked some of my friends if they had shoes like that, because I'm sure they do. Like, they're the kind of classic Uggy looking shoes that were in style several years ago that I'm sure one of my friends actually had, and I don't know why I didn't just text them, but oh well, a new pair of shoes. Now, Ray has like this leather bracelet. It's kind of like a one-piece leather bracelet, and I just decided to use this. It's a wrap bracelet I got from Disney World, actually, and it has like little Peter Pan quotes on it. But I'm going to just turn it inside out and just kind of wrap that around my arm and just kind of let that take the place of her bracelet. I also have this purse, which I used today, actually, and I got this at TJ Maxx, I want to say, several years ago, and it's just like this standard purse. It's a crossbody and it has this buckle. So Ray has like this satchel purse thing that she wears kind of on her back hip, and it has like 2 belts wrapped around, and the belts are actually connected. But I'm just going to use this and unbuckle it, and hopefully this will fit twice around my body and I'll be able to buckle it back, and that will take the place of her bag. If that doesn't work, I'm going to just use a belt that I have. Hopefully it will work fine. But I'm trying to just kind of throw a costume together basically without spending a bunch of money, which I know my shoes were like super expensive, but, well, not like super expensive, but for a costume when you're trying to save money, 20 bucks on one item is more than one would like to spend. But anyhow, I am going to work on this tonight and probably some tomorrow, and then I will let you see the result. Yeah, wish me luck. So I have the curtains laid out on my floor. I wanted to show you how I cut them up. This is one panel, and first I just cut it straight down the center to give me 2 pieces, which cut off the seams, because there is, on this edging, you can see the seam where they had it sewn together. I wanted that off because I didn't want it to look manufactured. Again, with the ends, there are seams from where you're supposed to hang the curtains up on both ends. So I cut those off. So these 2 inner panels are the ones I'm going to use. Everything else will be scrap. But I might actually use that to tie up my pants instead. Oh, there's my slippers. Hi! But I think I might use those to tie up my pants instead so that I don't have to cut up my pants. Then here's the other panel I still have to cut up. Also, I'm going to have to sew these together, and the sewed part will be hanging on my shoulder. So there is a little bit of sewing involved, unless you want to use like Velcro or like a hot glue gun or something. That's up to you, but I think I'm just going to sew them to make it easy. Alright guys, so I have my base on, I have the top on, and the pants on, and my shoes on. And so now I'm just going to start putting on all of the accessories that will turn this outfit into Ray. Now obviously if you had some of this kind of earthy toned clothing, you wouldn't know how to buy them. I personally just don't really buy this color, so I didn't have anything, that's why I had to purchase some. But I actually really like this, these pants. They're really comfortable for $2.99, so I like these. And I've also done my hair up like Ray already. So she has like a little ponytail right here with just kind of like this front part. And then she has 3 buns, which my buns do not look that great. I have some layers poking out, and also my hair is ombre, so it turns blonde, but I am having my hair dyed before the Halloween festivities begin, so I will be back to dark for this look. Also, she has some hair out around in front of her ears, so I've just pulled some out. But like I said, this does not look very Ray-ish right now. And as for her makeup, it's very simple. She doesn't really have any makeup on at all, actually. It's just like I've had foundation on, my brows are done, and just kind of bronzed it up. Went for a nude eye, mascara of course, and then I actually worked today, so I have leftover lipstick on because her lips are kind of pinker, but I didn't want to reapply because she doesn't exactly have lipstick on. So that is kind of what's going on for the makeup and hair, and now I'm going to show you how I styled it to make it look like Ray. Okay, so here's the bottom of my pants, and instead of ripping them up like I was planning to, I actually just decided to roll them a little bit. Her pants stop right about here, like right below her knee, so I'm just going to do that on both sides. And then I had some strips of the fabric left from the curtains, and I'm just going to kind of wrap that around to keep these in place, and tie it off, and then tuck the ends so that you can't really see them. And it helps these pants to just look a little more rustic basically, and worn and used, which is perfect for Ray's look. So just tying that again on this side and tucking that in, and so that is kind of all I did for the pants, and now they're very Ray looking. And then of course here's my shoes that I have. Hers, like I said, are more of a knitted material, and they have buttons up the side, but I think that these suffice quite well. And they also help to give me some height because I am quite short. Okay, now for the actual panels that I have that she drapes around herself, I just simple stitch them together by hand. Nothing too special or fancy. And of course I have 2 of those from the curtains that I made now. And I was going to place those the seams part right on top of my shoulder. And then kind of bunch them together so that they're there. And I do not believe the back part is crossed, but she does have this front part crossed. So I'm just going to play with this until it is crossed kind of how I would like it. Okay, so my purse does have some silver on it and stuff, so I'm actually going to do it backwards so that you don't really see all of that silver. And I'm just going to kind of wrap it around. Her bag is placed more kind of to the back of her, so I'm just going to wrap this around. And this purse does have like a belt kind of latching system here, so it is perfect to just kind of do that. I'm going to go ahead and untie this. I only tied this to keep it in place while I put that on. So I'm just going to straighten this out. Okay, now to me that looks really, really good. Ray's costume is a lot more wrinkled than this, so I'm not sure what I could do to wrinkle it, but there it is with kind of the little satchel and the belts on. I think it looks really good. I'm super proud of how this turned out. I think it looks awesome. But now we're going to move on to the arms. Okay, so of course I have this ace bandage. I actually had to buy another roll because it wasn't enough. So I actually have 2 rolls rolled up on here right now, and I'm just going to wrap it all the way up my arm. And don't do this tight because it will actually like squeeze your arm, so I try to do this as easy and gentle as possible. And also this smells like peppermint or something. I don't know, it's quite nice, but if you don't like that smell, be warned. She has them pretty high up on her arms, and then I just of course tuck that in. This sticks to itself, so you don't really have to worry too much about it, but I'm just going to go ahead and do the other arm now. Okay, now Ray does have a leather bracelet, like I said, so I'm just going to take this bracelet, which has some writing on it, and put it on inside out. And voila, we have a leather bracelet. And then here's kind of an up-close look for you at what the top will look like with the belt and the plaits here, and then in the back. So now I want to take you outside so we can get some full body shots so you can see what the whole look looks like together. So much for watching. Give this video a like if it helped you out. Also give my channel a subscribe if you haven't already in the bottom corner. I think it's that corner, maybe it's this corner, I don't know. In one of the corners there'll be a subscribe button. Make sure you click it. Also leave comments down below of video ideas or recommendations or requests. Any of that kind of stuff, leave those please down below. And I will see you next week. Bye!